his 5th sack of the season. Well, I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up 2.
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, 15-0 here in the first quarter. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
They'll run with Gibson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Gibson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Stokes. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Back to throw. Gibson. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And Washington now going to use. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Gibson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Third quarter starts with a run from Gainwell. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They run behind center with Gainwell. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Straight ahead, it's Gainwell. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8 on the handoff. Gainwell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, it's Gainwell. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They will run for it with Gainwell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone in.
And front Eagles touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Gibson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, check 24.
On 1st down, Gibson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on from the gun, it's Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed asleep.
So for the Eagles,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll have another home date next week as the L.A. Rams come to town.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. That'll